Hello, Dad.
Today's video is brought to you by Outright Games. Make sure to check out their titles, especially the ones covered in today's video, to thank them for sponsoring our channel. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch TOTS here on the Super Switch U channel. Today we've got a special video. It's continued coverage from a game that we started to cover in Under 60 Gaming. So if you did not watch that video, I'm going to have a banner up here directing you back to the first part, which is basically going through all of the story mode to this game, plus some of the challenges, and we're going to cover the rest of the challenges today. And to this, you might be asking, what game could go across 60 Gaming and Switch TOTS? And that is Gigantosaurus Dino Sports. We're going to shrink this down, and I'm still going to get interrupted. Just have to kind of deal with me today because my son has learned how to open doors. So now there's nothing to stop him from interrupting me anymore. Anyway, I left it in the challenges, didn't I? Alright, so what we did, essentially, in Under 60 Games, we covered the Giganto games, which is basically story mode. You go through almost every mini game in the He's moved on. Anyway, so you go through like every of the sports or mini games, whatever you want to call them, with cutscenes in between it. And we got that actually knocked out fairly early. If you want to know how long it took to beat that specific mode, again, check out Under 60 Gaming. And then we didn't do custom. Custom is basically the same format as Giganto games without the cutscenes, and you pick which mini games you want to play in what order, and then it just puts it all together. But this is where we're going to be at right now. Challenges. There's 27 different challenges, each one with a different mini game and a different specific challenge. Not that there's 27 mini games; they reuse them a lot. But hold on just a second. Sorry about that. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the characters before I jump in, because this, in TOTS, I want to actually cover a lot of the different things that this offers. So we got Bill, who I've been playing as. Tall. I don't know the source material, so I don't know these guys. Tiny, Rocky, and Mazu. Only 4 characters that seem to be in the game. I did not unlock anybody by beating the Giganto games. I've gone through most of the challenges, got gold on a lot of the challenges. Still have not unlocked anybody, so I think that's basically all the characters. Now, this part right here, the difficulty options section, it's probably one of the things I like the most about this game. And it surprises me how useful this actually is. So instead of saying easy, medium, hard, and then setting the difficulty all the way across, it seems as though you can pick between kid or grown-up difficulty per player. And I say this definitively because there are certain mini-games, like there's one where you pose as you're falling off a cliff, jumping into a big old pool of water. And I had selected grown-up, so I had all these different action commands coming at me, like one after another. Like it was a bit of a challenge, where the 3 computer players were obviously set to kid, and so they had very few times that they actually had to do a button command. But we're getting points to equal it all out, so it creates an even playing field for child and parent. And that, I think, is amazing. Because even though this may not be right for Logan right now at 2, eventually, when he is old enough to play this game, I'm not going to be bored out of my mind playing the easiest setting and trying to pretend to not be good at the game. I could just set myself to the grown-up difficulty and actually have a bit of a challenge, while he has more of a chance against playing against me anyway. So it is a nice feature. It is a very nice feature for a game that did not actually have to have it. And I hope that more developers that outright games publishes games for includes something like that. That people kind of learn from that style of setting for children's games. With that said, I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking. These are the challenges we had done so far through here. You can get anywhere from fourth place medal, which doesn't look like much of anything, bronze, silver, and gold is obviously the highest. And I got a lot of gold, but not every single one. There's a lot of so these challenges to get gold, if you're doing the grown-up difficulty, I'm sure it's different for kid. There is not a lot of room for error. There's no margin for that. Like, either you're perfect, spot on, every single thing done perfectly right, or you are within like 1% of that. And if you're not getting gold. So anyway, so we made it up to 21 before we ran out of time on Under 60 Gaming. So we've got 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. All 27. Unless something unlocks, in which case we'll have something else. We're going to find that out today, though. That is the goal, is to play through the last of these challenges. That way, coverage is all the way done with any main part to this game. So, here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to feel like rushed to doing it, but I mean, we're not going to waste time in between selecting the games. We know what we're doing. So. Okay. So this is, I don't think they're doing the entire triathlon. Oh, actually they might be. You have to tap A to run, and then swimming sections, it's A and B simultaneous. Oh, I don't think it's simultaneous. That'll be at the same time. But, offset from each other. Push one, push the other. I gotta get to the end in 33 seconds or less. Otherwise, we do not get gold. Okay, so that entire challenge was basically just for the swimming section. And I finished in 31. 33 was gold. So, see, and I was really tapping that button. So I don't know how much more responsive it would have been tapping it faster than that. But there was not a lot of room for error there. So, 23, 60 points. Actually, 7 might show off every single minigame. I don't remember how many there were, but there was not a lot. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I gotta collect pineapples this time, which is not actually something in the regular part of this game. They threw it in just for this one challenge. Which I've done that before. I'm sure some of these other ones are gonna do the same. Here we go. Couldn't jump over. I didn't get that either. Let's see. I'm not doing so great with this. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, you could jump from grind rail to grind rail. If you watch the first section of this, you already know all the things you could do here, because we went over a lot of it in that. I do want to say though, this game really impressed me from what I was expecting, just right out the gate. Yeah, I didn't get 60. I was within 5, and I missed that last one. That was fun. We still got silver though. It's fine. I don't know. There might be something that happens if you get gold on everyone, and I might eventually try that. But for now, we're just trying to get to the end. Yep, this is the balloon collecting one. push A to go up, and you let go of A to go down. I'm sure this is something like, you know, don't touch a thing. Since the score is so low, normally it sets it to like 100 or whatever, but like, yep, there it was. Okay, we got hit. So I only got the 4th place medal. Grody looking 4th place. Moving on. Moving on. You got this. All right, and this is another part of the triathlon, looks like. But focused on the Raptor Rider section, which all you do for this is push B to jump over the hurdles. And when you do, you get a nice little boost in speed. Oh, I missed that. My logo is in my way. I can't see past it. And I missed the last one. But that was 35 seconds. That's gold. Barely got it. I would have had it better if I had jumped over every hurdle. It's fine. And this is the ice sliding one. And I said Ice Collector was the title of this, which means I'm going to have to collect the pineapples, aren't I? Yeah, look at that. I already struggle at steering this thing. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be great. Really show off how awful I am at this game. Except they threw pineapples like everywhere. Almost. Oh, it's 70, not. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I can't touch any of these. They're too far apart. It's like they knew. They knew we were about to get to the. Oh, there it is. All right. Got it. Don't have to worry about it. Just barely qualify. They're generous with the pineapples on that one, though. So, all right. So, last one, Giganto March. So this is the one mini game that seems like it's absent from the Giganto games, or like any of it, because it's not like, multiplayer. That's where you take control of the Gigantosaurus and wreak havoc. So there's 3 of these, I think, in total. And the first one, you try to build up that meter, and you launch a log as far as you can. The second time, you're trying to knock pineapples out of the air and collect as many of those as you can before the end. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to follow the first one, or if it's got its own specific set of stuffs. I don't know, but they said it's the last one, so it definitely feels very final in comparison to everything else in this game. Yep, it's the log. Okay. I think I only built it up like halfway. I might not get the 10,000. Be nice though. What is it, Logan? What is it? Oh, buddy. Daddy's recording. Mama said you can't be on camera yet. Go talk to Mama. You ask her. All right, so nothing seems to have happened there, so that's all the challenges. Now there is something in extras, right? Aside from being able to watch all 9 cutscenes and the credits, there are puzzles. And I mean, we could see if we could knock out the puzzles too while we're doing this video. That'd be fun. They're small, little, simple puzzles, so it's no big deal. Okay. Since we're doing this on TV and not in handheld, we have to actually physically drag every one of these pieces over here. Go over, grab it with A, hold A to pull it, and then set it where the vibration happens, because it's, in case you couldn't tell that that's where the piece went, they definitely make sure that you know that that's where the piece goes. There's one. Here's another one. Yeah, I mean, this isn't one of the things that specifically impressed me, because it doesn't. A lot of the games that Outright has published, at least here recently, seem to have puzzles. It just kind of adds to the content of the game. So, I see you, Logan. I see you. Yeah, buddy, Daddy's trying to record a video. Sorry about that. Yeah, finishing in like 30 seconds. That's great. Good for time. Good for time.
Hey Jay, do you guys have milk stuff? Like a decent amount? Okay, I'm sending my brother-in-law money to go get milk. He's probably at work, so I want to make sure he would have time to get it. Awesome, perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, another 6-piece, no, 8-piece puzzle? Yeah. Sorry, I don't got a lot to say on these puzzles. I'm just trying to show. Oh no, that's the corner piece. Okay, trying to show content at this point. Because again, we did knock out a lot of stuff for this game. I want to finish it off. I want you guys to see exactly what this offers, because there's not many games that I go through the entire thing. So these simple ones, these are nice. All right. Put all this together here. This corner piece. I will go ahead and kind of talk about some of my thoughts so far, the initial thoughts and whatnot. As far as a starting age, 2 is definitely out. Because there is, I mean, if playing with an adult that can read, reading level wouldn't really matter. It only comes down to the instructions of the game. But they do give you, outside of the games, when you're doing Giganto games, that shows you how to play it. So technically you don't need to be able to read. You just need to practice it first and then start. Which is the assumption is that if a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old is playing, that the adult is there helping. So in that case, I still think I would say probably not in this case. Um, Only in the fact that like there's a ton of different things that happen. So each game has different controls. There's multiple buttons involved, and not just the stick and the A button. Um, some of the things get a little complex for the younger uh, gamers, the youngest gamers. So, I mean, I would think maybe 4. Maybe if you've already kind of been working a little bit with it, I would think 4 would be a decent starting point. Why does it look? Oh, okay. That's the other eye. I was like, why does it look like there's 2 pieces to this guy? That's the same, but they're not the same. Almost the same. Oh, dropped it too early. Get there. And I'm gonna try to finish these decently quick. That way I can kind of go back and like collect my thoughts, because there are I want to go over like each game and like would they be able to, wouldn't they, and like what specifically is not working. And it's hard to do that and grab pieces and put them in the right place. So how many more we got? 4, 5. Okay, could do these 5. No problem. All right, pull this over here. Just take a little bit more time for these because there's the extra pieces, but they're not necessarily more difficult. I mean, I guess to a much younger player, yes, these would be difficult, but to adults, no, not so much. I'm gonna throw that there. This over here. There we go.
If you don't tell me, then I'm just gonna send it to us.
That corner, because somehow I missed it. Probably because my logo was over there and I wasn't really looking at it. Okay, 4 more. And then we could say we have done everything basically on camera. Besides custom. I can show you guys what it looks like. I don't know that I want to go through a full custom game, because that could be anything, right? Like, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. But you can legitimately set it to as many games and repeat those games as frequently as you want to. So, yeah. Where's this over here? Okay. It's just more of the same, is really all it is. Then again, so is this. Every one of these puzzles is just more of the same. There we go. Oop, I think I just picked the same one again. I didn't mean to. Yep, I did. How do I go back? Turn menu. Actually, take the time. Move to the next one. Hold on a second. Yes, still good? I see you, buddy. I see you. Daddy's still recording a video, and Mama still said no to camera time. So, go play. We'll play in just a minute, okay? Yeah, maybe we'll get that out. Okay, sorry about that. Down there. This here. Oh, that's the corner. Put it where I put it. That's his face. I'm sorry, that looked like a butt. Two more. 1, 2. You did it! Yeah. 2 more. Yeah, it didn't click into place. That one. Yeah, this isn't one of the shows that my son's currently watching, but I feel like if we found it, he might actually enjoy it. It seems like his kind of thing. He likes dinosaurs and cars. Weird combination, but not really. I mean, most boys like cars and dinosaurs at his age. But it's a weird combination to think about the two different things together. Didn't seem like it clicked in place the first time.
Okay, well when Kyle's done recording his video, I'm just gonna go get some milk and take it to his house. He's gonna have to get over it. He's gonna have milk. Yes. Because I can use wick and hearts, so I'll just go to the hearts, use the wick, and drop it off at his house. The kids were there, right? They are there. Okay, then Jesse can answer the door for me, and he can put it in his fridge. Okay, now if you can't get them to answer the door, because the door was broke, then do you have on this number? I do not.
There we go. I think that was the last one, right?
I'm pretty sure I have either Leah's or Jesse's.
Yep, that's it. That's the last one. Okay. Still didn't unlock anything extra. So that is what this game has to offer. Now, to kind of collect my thoughts, we're going to jump into this without actually starting a custom game. So this is kind of what I was saying, like with the main mode, and I'm not going to go into Giganto games again. It's in Under 60 Gaming. Check it at the banner. It just throws them all together in a very specific order, and you play through it. This lets you pick each individual game and go through however you want to do it. So like you could pick that one, this one, that one, and say you want to do the climbing again, boom, you just add it again. You could do as much or as little as possible. Now, with that said, I'd like to go through each game and how, whether it would work for under 4 or if it's 4 and up. because that's basically where we're at this point. Because that's the entirety of this game. It's just these mini games of sports, and then the challenges that go with it, and puzzles, which is fine. Like it makes for a decently fun game. But with that being the core process, parts of this are not actually usable to young kids. So climbing, you grab a rock. I think he'd use it both hands. So you grab the rock, you hold A, and it launches you, and you have to grab it to another rock. A lot of coordination, timing, and button pressing. Because you have to press A to grab the rocks again. Yeah, I wouldn't say under 4. Hang gliding is you push A to go up, and you try to collect the balloons with a lot of difficult things to dodge, like cactuses and exploding balloons and tornadoes. I wouldn't really advise for under 4 because, just to really grasp the concept of dodging and collecting and knowing the difference, that's not going to work. Jump dive has the button mechanics of a rhythm game. No, we've already covered that in a previous video. Trying to press a button, especially different buttons, to very specific timing to get points, it doesn't work. Dino Fruit Blast is a shooting game. You shoot dino fruits into the mouth of these different dinosaurs and try to knock watermelons away from you that are being launched at you. A lot of quick time thinking, and it's probably the closest one to something that they might be able to do, because you could move the cursor somewhere and then press the A button and shoot it. And so it's less, I would say maybe 3 would be a good starting point on that one particular minigame. This one is not. Stop and go is sneak. So with this one, tap A to run whenever the dinosaurs or the Gigantosaur is asleep, and then you have to hold A whenever he wakes up, and keeping it held until he goes back to sleep, and then you continue to tap A. Yeah, it's complicated. I would say 4 on that one. Raptors Triathlon, I would almost throw 4 out too, but give some credit to some 4-year-olds. They might be able to figure out switching between mechanics for 3 different sections of minigame. You do running segments where you tap A continuously as fast as you can. Then there's swimming segments where you have to press A and B alternately. Found the word I was looking for earlier. Alternately, A and B. And then the dinosaur raptor riding sections where you have to jump over the hurdles would be just the fact you have to switch in the same minigame. I would say it's probably a no. Stunt Surfer, we showed that a minute ago. They could get through Stunt Surfer. I don't know that the timing and the jumping and the knowing the difference between the collectibles and not collectibles, you can't hit the boxes and stuff floating, don't touch the fish. I would say that's at least 4. And then Ice Dash, we showed that one too. And it could get through it at 2 and 3, but to be successful and to know the difference of where you get speed and being able to control exactly where you are going up a ramp, I would say 4. So I just wanted to go over that where I could see the minigames. The Gigantosaur one and the challenges, that's different. Because for the most part, you're just moving side to side and pressing A to destroy stuff, but you also destroy it by running through. For the most part, that could be a 2 or a 3. But then you have the thing at the end, and that kind of kills 2, where you have to tap A to launch the log. Anyway, was there anything else to show off? There's not. Okay. So, let me bring myself up. I'm now realizing that I couldn't hear that, and I wonder. I don't know what happened. Sounds things there. Okay, so anyway, that's Gigantosaur Dino Sports. Now the final conclusions to this, because we've now gone over all the things between 2 different videos. We've seen the whole situation. So, is it accessible to young players? And what age would I recommend someone starting in this game. I would strongly advise for Gigantosaur, because of how many different controls throughout the game. The challenge mode, some of those do get a little bit more difficult, I think, even with the kid setting. But maybe some of the smarter 3-year-olds could figure it out. I could tell you that when Logan gets to 3. We could test that again. But in the meantime, I would say 4. It's a fun game. I would definitely recommend it to parents of 4-year-olds and up, especially if they like the show, the Gigantosaur show. It's a fun game. It's fun for adults and kids to play together just because of that one setting that each character, each player playing can set it to. That you have kid difficulty and you have the grown-up difficulty, and you can do it simultaneously. That is a blessing. So, yeah, I would say check that one out. Now, as far as a full review for this game, I am actually going to do one and really deep dive every tiny piece to it as from the perspective of a game, and not where this is like could small kids play it. I'm going to do like an actual game review in the next coming weeks. Somewhere in there, it's just going to happen. I also got to do one for Ben 10 and Yukari Playley. So if that is something you are interested in, come back for those when they pop up. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you like seeing this, if you found this helpful in any way, I definitely would appreciate knowing that like I'm doing this and it's being used to help parents, grandparents, guardians of younger kids, uncles, aunts, trying to help teach kids to play games. That's what this is for. So if this helped you in some way, let me know. If there are games that you want to see covered and my thoughts and opinions on what age would be good to start with that, also put that down below. And if there's other types of things you want to see, you could talk about anything in this comment section. The actual video itself is not for kids. But, just keep it clean like anywhere else on this channel. Yeah. So, with that, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe so we can get closer to 1,000 subscribers. And if you've already subscribed, hit the bell notification button so you can be alerted to all upcoming videos. We have 3 weekly video series going on right now. Mondays is Under 60 Gaming, where we try to beat a game in under 60 minutes. That's at 9 a.m. Central on Mondays. Wednesday is Super Switch TOTS. Basically what we did in this video, we play a game meant for kids, see exactly what age would be good for starting at that particular game. And that's Wednesdays at 9 a.m. And then Saturdays at 9 a.m. Central Time is Let's Play Tabletop, where we take Switch 1 and Switch 2 games and we play them in tabletop mode and see how they look and how they run, and really just getting an extra look at a game is what that is. And then there's all kinds of other stuff that just kind of happens whenever I get the chance to do them, but they are not regular. And that's why you really want to push that bell notification button and make sure this is set to everything so you get alerted anytime a video comes up. If you like watching the unboxing and gameplay videos, the news and opinions, if you like the top 10, like my opinion, top 10 videos, games ported to Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, all of that happens whenever, but the notifications would come to you if you push the bell notification button. So that's what it's there for. And with that, I think that's everything I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.